And we're back for the second half of tonight's game between the Mercedes Tigers and the Porter Cowboys. I'm Ben Melendez. I am your play-by-play commentator, and you're listening to this live feed via ValleyCentral.com, courtesy of KBSD TV and the Brownsville Independent School District. And the images are being brought to you by the Arts Audio Video Technology students at Porter High School. Well, let me give you a brief synopsis of what's gone down. The score is 13-6 in favor of the Tigers. But right off the bat, as soon as the game started, the Tigers received the kickoff, and a bad snap led to a 14-yard sack. And they had an 8-yard catch, brought up a 4th and 16. They were trying to punt the ball. They fumbled, and the Porter Cowboys recovered at the 1-yard line. That 1-yard line recovery led to a 1-yard touchdown run right off the bat. Porter went for a 2-point conversion and failed, so that's how they got the 6 points. The next series, the Tigers took it 80 yards for a touchdown. Extra point was good, so it became 6-7. And then in the second quarter, Porter went 3 and out. And again, the Tigers took over and drove it 78 yards for a touchdown. The extra point was no good, and that's how they got the 13 points. The Cowboys then took the ball over and they drove, but when they were at the 15-yard line, running it in for a touchdown was Pacheco, who fumbled at about the 1-yard line, and pretty much that's where we're at because we went into the half. All right, so here we go. Porter received the kickoff, and they took it back to about the 30-yard line. Yep, they're going to place it at 30. It'll be a 1st and 10. Ball at the 30-yard line, and Porter will start the game in the second half. We'll see what the Cowboys can do. They did a great job moving the ball the last time. Again, unfortunately for them, they stalled when they were about to run it in. They created a turnover. So both teams have turned the ball over once. All right, here we go. 2 backs in the backfield, 3 backs in the backfield, handed off to Jonathan Leal, who takes it about 3-4 yards. We'll see where they spot the ball, and that's how we're going to figure out the total yards run. Number 21 with the carry, Jonathan Leal. All right, ball being placed at the 33-yard line, so that actually goes as a 3-yard run, brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Porter Cowboys. The Cowboys heavy on the run. That's their forte. They've yet to throw a pass. Here we go, 3 backs in the backfield. It's a keeper by Pacheco, takes it to the right-hand side, and Pacheco got a 1st down, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see where they spot the ball. The Cowboys are dead set with running the ball, and it is a 1st down. 7-yard run by Pacheco, ball being placed at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. The Tigers have been stacking the front. They've had 7 to 8 defenders on that front line, but the Cowboys are still pounding that ball. All right, we got 1 receiver on the right-hand side. Under center is Pacheco. We got 3 backs in the backfield. And here we go, George Gutierrez bulldozing his way again for about 7-8 yards. He refuses to go down. He lost his helmet, so they called the play dead. But they did not bring him down. George Gutierrez, excellent running back, let me tell you. George Gutierrez taking it to the, let's see, the 46 they're going to say? They're going to call it the 46 by the looks of it. 6-yard run for George Gutierrez brings up a 2nd and 4. They continue with that. Actually, no, take it back. They're going with the I formation this time. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers, 1 on each side. It's a handoff right up the gut. Maybe a yard or 2 on that carry. And I believe it was Jonathan Leal with the carry. We'll see number 21, Jonathan Leal. Ball being placed at the 47, so that'll go as a 1-yard run. Brings up a 30 and 3 for the Porter Cowboys. Again, they stick with the I formation. Nope, take it back. It's two backs, but it's not I formation. They're set to the left-hand side. Pacheco keeps it, goes right up the gut. He's not going to go very far. Not very far. He maybe gained a yard at best. Okay, so Pacheco with the carry. Not as successful this time. He's been doing a good job getting a first down, but this time he did not get it. Goes to the 48. 1 yard run brings up a 4th and 2. Now are the Cowboys going to go for it? It looks like they're going for it on 4th down. And the defense creating a lot of movement. Pacheco keeps it, takes it to the right-hand side. He's not going to get anywhere. Nowhere. In fact, I think he lost a yard, and the Tigers are going to take it right there. Oh, that was an ill-advised try, let me tell you. But they've been successful with it, so why not? I mean, you can't question coach on that one because they had been very successful. So if you're succeeding, then you go for it. Unfortunately for Coach Tom Campos, this time it was 4-0. Ball being placed at the 47. That's where Mercedes will take over. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. So 1 yard loss by Pacheco. All right, here we go. This time they blitz to the right-hand side. That's all they've been doing. He breaks the tackle. He still gains a yard, though. They keep running that to the left-hand side or the right-hand side, but this time they brought blitzers in to stop it. But not until he got about a yard or two. Let's see, the ball's being placed at the 45. So it's a 2-yard run by number 24, Isaac Vela. 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. They got the two backs in the backfield. Rene Presas, the quarterback. He's a big boy. Looks more like a fullback. And he's being pressured. And he's going to be brought down for a sack. Great defensive play by the Cowboys. Their defense is playing lights out right now. Ball being placed at about the 49, 50 in between. I guess we'll call it the 49. And we'll say it was a 9-yard sack. Brings up a 3rd and... Actually, it's a 6-yard sack. 3rd and about 15 yards to go. Make that 14. Trips to the right-hand side, one receiver to the left. Isaac Vela, the lone back in the backfield. They're going to look to pass. Looking. He's being pressured again. Oh, and he breaks the tackle, and he's got more than that. He's scooting down that sideline, and he may finally brought down at about the 10-yard line. Oh, they had him in the backfield, but he broke a tackle. He's big. I tell you, that quarterback should be a fullback. He's huge. Linebacker, fullback. It's hard to bring him down. He took it all the way to the 9-yard line. So that's about a 50-yard run by number 18, Rene Presas. 1st and goal for the Tigers. Trips to the right-hand side, one receiver to the left. Vela, the lone back, they hand it to Vela, cuts it to that left-hand side again. And he's got running room. Did he get there? He got close if he didn't get there. And they're calling it a touchdown. So that's a 9-yard touchdown run by Mercedes, and that was 24, Isaac Vela. They keep going to that sugar play, I'm going to call it, because it's been working. So the first ones to score in the 3rd quarter, Mercedes Tigers, 5 minutes in. 19-6 is the score right now. They're going for the extra point. Number 82 for the Tigers, Silverio Rodriguez, kicking the extra point. Ball's down, kick is up, and good. So 7 points for the Tigers, making the score 20-6. And now the Tigers are starting to pull away. The Cowboys need to get some kind of score here if they want to stay within striking distance. They will be receiving the kickoff. Now, the Tigers are a very, very strong team. They are leading the division, 32-5A. The Cowboys really are going against a very tough opponent. Okay, getting ready to receive the kickoff. Pacheco kicking off for the Tigers. Juan Cruz. Kick is up, heading towards Pacheco, and it's fielded, okay, at the 10, goes to the 30, 35, and takes it all the way to about the 40-yard line. I couldn't see who fielded the ball. Good kickoff return, about 30 yards on that one. And I would think it's Gonzalez, and it is Gonzalez on that kickoff return. First and 10 for the Cowboys at the 43-yard line. Okay, so the offense gets out on the field. All right, we got two receivers to the left, two backs in the backfield. Pacheco under center, hands it off to the running back. I believe it's Jonathan Leal, but not much doing, maybe 3 yards before he's pushed back. All right, so they take it to the 46-yard line. Goes for a 3-yard run. 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. I formation, they got split receivers, one on each side. Under center, Pacheco hands it off to George Gutierrez. Is it Gutierrez or Leal? I can't see the number. Being pushed forward to about the 49-yard line. I think it was George Gutierrez with the carry, and I'm going to say it was George Gutierrez. Okay, so the ball being placed at the 49, so that'll go as a 3-yard run by number 35, George Gutierrez. Brings up a 3rd and about 4 yards to go for the Cowboys. They got split receivers, two backs in the backfield. Pacheco keeps it, and he's being pressured. He's in trouble. He tosses the football, overshoots his receiver. Oh, flag! That's going to be an automatic 1st down. That's a personal foul because that was an uncatchable ball, and he got leveled by the cornerback. We'll get the official call, but that should be... he roughed the receivers, what it boils down to. He got ejected. He got ejected. He's gone. There was no reason for him to hit him. That ball was way overthrown, and he came in and leveled the receiver. So he got ejected from the game, and Porter gets an automatic 1st down after this penalty. Okay, the ball now being placed at the 35. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. And 3 backs in the backfield. There goes George Gutierrez right up the gut for about 9-10 yards. Okay, so the ball's being placed at the 27-yard line. So that'll go as an 8-yard run, brings up a 2nd and 2 for the Cowboys. And again, they go Gutierrez. Gutierrez gets a first down and more. Goes all the way down to about the 20-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. They do place it at the 20. So that's a 7-yard run by George Gutierrez. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the 20-yard line. They're in the red zone. And here he goes. Again, up the gut, about 2-3 yards. We'll see where they spot it. Okay, the water's starting to come down again. All right, so they place it at the 18, so that goes as a 2-yard run, brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Porter Cowboys. And it's a Pacheco keeper by the looks of it. He didn't go very far, though. Okay, the ball being placed at 17, so technically that goes as a 1-yard run. Brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys. They need to get 7 yards to keep this drive alive. Of course, they are in 4th down territory, where in 4th down they may go for it. Okay, here we go. Pacheco keeper to the left-hand side. He's got a little running room. Takes it to about the 10. We'll see if it's a first down. He may be shy of the first down. We'll see where they spot the ball. David Pacheco, 4th and 1 for the Cowboys. Ball at the 11-yard line, so he went for 6 yards. Cowboys are going to go for it. 3 running backs. Give it to George Gutierrez. Plows himself forward for a touchdown, I think. Did he get it? He got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Gutierrez plows his way through that defensive stacked front. He had about 5 white jerseys on him, and he just took him forward. So an 11-yard touchdown run by number 35, George Gutierrez. So the Cowboys are on the board. They have answered the touchdown. Now they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. Again, they go George Gutierrez, goes forward. I think he got it, did he? Nope. They're saying he didn't go forward enough. They're saying he didn't get it. I thought I saw him go across, but then again, that's why I'm up here and they're down there. So they say no good. So 6 points for the Cowboys. That brings the score to 20-12 in favor of the Mercedes Tigers. And let me tell you, I'm sure Mercedes wasn't thinking they were going to have this hard of a time with the Porter Cowboys. A lot of times when you take a team for granted, I'm not saying they did, please don't take it the wrong way, but a lot of times when a tougher team comes in to play a weaker team, or what's believed to be a weaker team, sometimes you take them for granted. And I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but they can surprise you, regardless of the fact. Okay, the mist is coming down heavy again, so expect more turnovers, because usually that's what happens in a misty day like today. Very wet. The rain's not coming down hard, it's just a mist. It's a very heavy mist that's coming down. All right, so the Cowboys will be punting the ball, or kicking off the ball, excuse me. And the window's really wet, so I can't make out the numbers, so I apologize if I don't give you the numbers. I'm going to try my best, but the windows are very, very wet. Here we go. It's a squibber to the right-hand side. Fielded at the 10, taken to the 15, the 20, 25, and he's brought down at about the 32-yard line. On the kickoff return was number 7, Daniel Martinez. But took it all the way to the 32, maybe 31-yard line. We'll see where they place it. It looks like they're going to place it at the 31. They are going to place it at the 31. So the Cowboys refusing to go down to Mercedes, the team that's leading their division. They're fighting, let me tell you. They're fighting. Coach Tom Campos, excuse me, has brought his boys into play today. Okay, trips to the left-hand side, one receiver to the right. Looking to pass, tosses the ball on a screen. He's got his receiver, Isaac Vela, and Vela's got that right side, and he went out of bounds at about the 44, 45. We'll see where they place it. Actually, they're going to say it's more like the 47. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, it's going to be the 44 by the looks of it. On a screen pass to the 44, go the Mercedes Tigers. So a 13-yard catch. A new set of downs. 1st and 10 for the Mercedes Tigers. They got two receivers to the right, one to the left. Two backs in the backfield. Blanco and Vela. High snap. Oh, it's not Blanco and Vela. It's number 20 who got the ball, who's got a first down. Number 20, Jesus Rios. New, fresh set of legs. All right. So they go to the Porter side of the field, the 42 to be exact. So that'll go as a 14-yard run for number 20, Jesus Rios. Again, new set of downs, 1st and 10, two receivers to the left, shotgun formation, one to the right, or one to the left, two to the right. And they go with Isaac Vela, who gets about a yard or two. I think he got up to the 40. We'll see where they spot the ball. And again, it was Rios. I said Vela, but it was Rios, number 20. I'm having a hard time seeing those numbers. I apologize again if I'm calling out the wrong numbers. Ball is at the 40. 2-yard run, 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Shotgun formation, two backs in the backfield. It's a handoff no, it's a quarterback keeper. He goes right up the gut. And he's finally shoestring tackled at about the 30-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. Quarterback keeper, Rene Presas. Taking it to the 29. That's an 11-yard run. 1st and 10 Tigers. So the Tigers are inching their way closer to another touchdown. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Again, it's a handoff, this time to the left-hand side. That's all they've been doing with Vela. And he got about 4 or 5 yards. We'll see where they spot the ball. Number 24, Isaac Vela with the carry. They're saying he went to the 23-yard line. Okay, 23, so that'll go a 6-yard run. 2nd and 4 for the Tigers. They got 36 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. There's an official's timeout. They're drying the ball out there, it looks like. All right, so they're getting ready to start off the clock. The clock starts, 30 seconds and counting. Again, shotgun formation, two backs in the backfield, two receivers to the right, one to the left. He gets the snap, he's looking to pass, tosses it to the end zone. He's got a receiver, did he catch it? He got it. They're saying he caught it. Wow. So a 23-yard touchdown catch for the Tigers. Now they're going to go for the extra point. So 6 more points in this quarter for the Tigers. That brings them up to 26-12. They're going to go for the extra point. Ball's down, kick is up. And good. So another 7 points for the Tigers. 27-12 is the score in favor of the Mercedes Tigers. And the Cowboys will be receiving the kickoff. 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Well, the Cowboys answered the first touchdown of the second half. Let's see if they can answer the second touchdown. All right, so Pacheco back to receive the kickoff. Kicking off for the Mercedes Tigers, Juan Cruz, number 14. And it looks like we're going to get our windows squeegeed. Finally. Because I cannot see very well. All right, here we go. They've been squibbing the ball. Let's see if they kick another squibber here. Yep, there it is, a squibber. Oh, no! A Cowboy touched it, and yep, the Tigers have it. That's exactly why you squib the ball on a day like today, because if it touches a special teamer, guess what? You have a shot at a turnover, and they just got it. So turnover number 2 for the Cowboys on that squib. Well, not what the Cowboys wanted to do. Unfortunately, they have to deal with it now. 1st and 10 at the 45. That's the Cowboy 45 for the Mercedes Tigers. This time shotgun formation. Man in motion. Number 20. Sets to the right-hand side. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff to Vela, going to the left-hand side again. And he gets about 2, maybe 3 yards, depending on where they spot it. Porter's having a hard time stopping that run to the left-hand side. And that's why they keep going to it. All right, ball being placed at the 43. So that'll go as a 2-yard run for number 24. Vela, Isaac Vela. 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. This time they're going with trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left, 1 back in the backfield, and I believe it's number 20. Is it 24? I think it's Vela. Okay, they're looking to pass. He's got a receiver, overshot him. So that goes as an incomplete pass, and it was actually number 20, Rios, in the backfield. An incomplete pass. Brings up a 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. Ball at the 43. That's the end of the third quarter, so we will be starting the fourth quarter. We're flipping sides right now. Okay. We flipped sides, so now the Tigers are going towards the scoreboard. All right. 3rd and 8, ball at the 43, shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Presas gets the ball, hands it to number 7. No, he keeps it, goes right up the gut. Man, it takes a lot of people to bring him down. He's so big. Okay, he got to about the 40, or the 39. I was going to say 41, but no, I'm way off. It's the 39. So that goes for 4 yards. 4-yard run by number 18, Rene Presas. 4th and 4. And it looks like they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. They got the shotgun formation again. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. I think it's Rios is one of them looking for a screen. Nope, they toss it the opposite way. Oh, and the defender falls down, and they got a lot of room over there. On the right-hand side, finally brought down at about the 10-yard line. The defender on that side fell down. He was blocked, slipped down though. It's wet out there. And this window is terribly wet again. But at least I got to see that play. Anyway, that'll bring up a new set of downs. Ball will be placed at the 10. So it'll be a first and goal for the Mercedes Tigers after that 29-yard catch. Actually, they're at the 11. Take it back. So it'll be a first and 10. All right. This is 4-down territory now. If they decide they want to, well, I think they called a timeout. I want to say Mercedes called a timeout. Yep, Mercedes called a timeout. I think they want to talk about it. The thing is right here, when you're at the 11, first and 10 at the 11, if you really want to, in a sense, put the nail in the coffin, why not go for it on 4th down, you know? You go for it's 4-down territory. There's no reason why you can't, especially when you've had success. And if you're having success, there's no reason why you don't go for it on 4th down. You don't get it, you know, you've got them pretty much in the backfield, and they will be pressured to get out of there. Now the running game's doing good for Porter, but unfortunately they've not been able to capitalize. They keep stalling before they can get anywhere. Now, here we go. Turnovers. They're killers, and Porter has a couple of them. That's not helped him out. All right, in motion, number 2, and it is a handoff to number 2, and he cuts it to the right-hand side, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. Wow. So an 11-yard touchdown run. It's an end around for number 11, Jordan Aguilar. Well, it's starting to look a little bleak for Porter. For a minute there, it looked like they were going to make it again, but this one's getting away from them. 10:30 left on the clock. Extra point is coming up. And did he make it? Yes, he did. So the first to score in the second quarter, or the fourth quarter, is Mercedes Tigers. Score now 34-12. And this is starting to get out of hand for Porter. They're going to have to try to get a score here. Otherwise, it's going to be over. And in all due honesty, barring any kind of miracle, it's pretty much over for the Cowboys. They are down 22 points with only 10 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Now, I'm not saying it can't happen. It is possible. Anything's possible on a day like today. But it's highly unlikely that they will be able to come back from that deficit. Again, because of a day like today. A day where turnovers can be very costly. Now, last time, here's where Mercedes got them. Squibber touched one of the guys in front. They couldn't recover. I don't know if the coach decided to go with hands people up front. If they squib it again, they get another turnover, it's pretty much over for Porter. And here comes the squib. There it is. This time it's fielded at the 25, going to the 30. Cuts it back to the left-hand side, but not much doing. He's pushed back. I believe that was number 5 with the carry, Armando Payan. All right. First and 10 for the Porter Cowboys. Now, the last time they had the ball, they drove it for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. That happened on the legs of George Gutierrez. I mean, Pacheco had a couple of runs in there, but it was basically on the shoulders of George Gutierrez, and George Gutierrez is heading on to the field. The ball is at the 32-yard line. That's the Porter 32-yard line. They're going with 2 receivers to the right-hand side. 2 backs in the backfield. That would be number 33, Robert Lopez, and Gutierrez, and it's Pacheco, keeper. Got about 3-4 yards. We'll see where they spot it. Okay, so the ball's being placed at the 35, so that'll go as a 3-yard run by Pacheco. Brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. All right. Split receivers, 1 on each side. I formation. Again, Tigers stacking the front. Here comes the blitz. George Gutierrez makes them pay for that blitz. He bulldozes his way all the way to about the 49-yard line. Took about 3-4 jerseys to bring him down. Gutierrez, even with stacked fronts, still running for daylight. Unbelievable. Number 35, George Gutierrez. Ball at the 49. That'll go as a 16-yard run. 1st and 10 Cowboys. Again, there they go. 7-8 yards. George Gutierrez. We'll see where they spot it. George Gutierrez making it his personal mission to get those yards. I don't know how he's doing half of those yards with those stacked fronts. It's unbelievable. Okay, ball being placed at the 43. 6 yards on the run. 2nd and 4 for the Cowboys. They go with the 3 backs in the backfield this time. And again, they go with a run, and they're just shy of the 1st down, about 2 yards maybe. Again, George Gutierrez with the run. Let's see where they place the ball. They're going to place it at the 42, so they're going to say it was a 1-yard run. Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Cowboys, and I'm sure they will go for it on 4th down. At this point, you have nothing to lose. You're already down 20-odd points. They're switching the balls because it's so wet. The balls are wet out there, let me tell you. Okay, 3rd and 3. Again, they're going with the 3-back system. George Gutierrez, the deep back in the backfield, and there goes George Gutierrez right up the gut. And again, a 1st down for George Gutierrez. Gutierrez taking it to the 37-yard line, a 5-yard carry, new set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. George Gutierrez is a junior, so he's back next year. All right, 3 backs in the back. Oh, bad snap. Okay, there's a flag. It's in the backfield, but that was a bad snap. I don't know if Cowboys recovered or not, but it's going to be a penalty against the Cowboys, so that's going to push the ball back. So now they're going to be at the 42, so that's a 5-yard penalty. Okay, that brings up a 1st and 15 for the Cowboys. 3 backs in the backfield. Here comes Mercedes with the stacked fronts. And they go with Pacheco. Pacheco to the right-hand side and gains about 4 or 5 yards. Oh, a fumble again! And he's got open space. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Mercedes. Oh, man. Pacheco fumbled again. And I can't blame him. That ball's got to be wet. It's hard to keep that ball in your mitts when it's wet. Okay, so a fumble. Turnover number 3, and it leads to a 42-yard touchdown. So 6 more points for the Tigers, puts the score at 40-12, and pretty much puts the nail on the coffin here. They're going for the extra point. Ball's down, kick is up. Looks good, and it is good. So 14 points in the fourth quarter puts the Tigers up 41-12. 3 very costly turnovers by the Cowboys. Mercedes only had the original one, the first one, and that's it. And the Cowboys made it count. Unfortunately, after that, Cowboys have not been able to generate any more turnovers. Well, the Cowboys will be getting the ball back. Things have started to unravel for the Cowboys here. Late in the third, or second half, I should say. Costly turnovers. Watch the squibber here. That's all they've been doing, squibbing the ball. And it's generated a turnover. And here they go. They're going for the people up front. Finally picked up. This time they did not turn it over. Ball should be placed at about the 46. From my vantage point, it was the 46 where they got the ball. We'll see where they place it. It looks like it is going to be the 46. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 46. I'm going to call it the 46, and unless they change it, that's what I'm going to call it. Oh, and they're going to tack on a penalty on top of that. So actually the Cowboys are going to get it at the Tiger 49-yard line. So 1st and 10, Cowboys at the Tiger 49-yard line. They got I formation, split receivers. Hand off to George Gutierrez. George Gutierrez cuts it to the left-hand side. George Gutierrez still on his feet, taking it all the way to the 40-yard line. From what I saw, we'll see where they spot it. George Gutierrez. Taking it to the 41. So that'll go as an 8-yard run. Brings up a 2nd and 2 for the Cowboys. He's only going to get better, let me tell you. Oh, again a fumble. This time Pacheco is able to pick it up and push it to about the 40. So what could have been disastrous, he turned into a positive 1 yard. So the ball is at the 40. It's a 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys. 6 minutes and counting. Split receivers, 1 on each side, I formation. And here we go. George Gutierrez, 1st down and more. Taking it all the way to the 32-yard line. Man, if you could give an MVP award, I'd give it to George Gutierrez, let me tell you. Ball at the 32, that's an 8-yard carry. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. They're going 2 backs. Again a fumble. Pacheco picks it up and starts running with it. He's got some running room. He's close to a 1st down, maybe about a yard or 2 shy. I think it's about a 7 or 8-yard run for David Pacheco. But again, it's a bad snap, and he turned it into positive yardage. Ball being placed at the 25, so technically that'll go as a 7-yard run. Brings up a 2nd and 3 for the Cowboys. 5:06 and counting. Split receivers, 1 on each side. I formation. George Gutierrez is the back. And again, George Gutierrez gets it. And again, George Gutierrez with a huge 1st down. He took it for another maybe 9 or 10 yards. Okay, well, ball's being spotted at the 13, so that goes as a 12-yard run. First and 10 for the Cowboys. George Gutierrez playing with a lot of heart out there. George Gutierrez. They go with the 3 backs in the backfield. Hand off to George Gutierrez, cuts it to the left-hand side. Not much running room this time. They stacked him up. In fact, he might have lost a yard. We'll see where they place the ball. And that's rare for George Gutierrez, because even with 3-4 people on him, he still manages to get positive yardage. Okay, ball is at the 14, so he does lose a yard. Brings up a 2nd and 11 for the Cowboys. They're keeping that big 3-back set. And this time Pacheco keeps it, goes to the right-hand side. He's got a touchdown for David Pacheco. So 13, we're at the 14, excuse me. So a 14-yard touchdown run on that quarterback keeper for David Pacheco. So the Cowboys finally get on the board in the 4th quarter, and they're going for the extra point now. They're not going to go try a 2-point conversion. They failed twice. Ball's down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Brandon Flores making it count. So 7 points for the Cowboys brings the score to 41-19 in favor of the Tigers, and the Tigers will be receiving the kickoff. 3:47 left on the clock. Cowboys may attempt an onside kick. We'll see what they decide to do, but they may try an onside. .347 on the clock, left in the game. That is it. If they try an onside and are successful, they may have a chance to score one more time. If they just go ahead and kick it, pretty much the game would be over, because I'm sure that all Mercedes would do is run. I refuse to believe they would pass it when all you have to do is bring down the clock to win the game. With a score like that, you got about 22 points. You're above by 22 points. There's no sense in passing. Here's the, no, they got it. Okay, yeah, they tried the onside, but number 11 for the Tigers caught the ball, Jordan Aguilar. So the Tigers will keep the ball. Expect a lot of running. Try and eat the clock. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball will be at the Tiger 49-yard line. 3:45 left on the clock. Again, you're getting this audio stream via valleycentral.com. You will see the game in its entirety 1 hour after the game ends. All right, split receiver, shotgun formation. Oh, and a bad snap. And it looks like the Cowboys might have it. Did they get it is the question. It looked like the Cowboy had it, but I don't know. There was a mad scramble there. I'm still waiting for a call. Who got the ball? We're still waiting for the call. I guess Mercedes got it back. That goes as a huge loss here, because it goes to the 41. Well, not a huge loss, an 8-yard loss. So it's a 2nd and 18 for the Tigers. They've got their backups in there already. Split receivers, 2-2, one back in the backfield. It was a bad snap that could have turned disastrous for the Tigers. Again, it's a high snap. And they take it to the right-hand side. And he's out of bounds at about the 50. We'll see where they spot the ball. They're going to say the 49, so it goes back to the original line of scrimmage. It's an 8-yard run. Brings it 3rd and 10 for the Mercedes Tigers. 2:44 is on the clock, and it's 2:44 because he ran out of bounds, so that stops the clock. And here we go. They got trips to the left-hand side, one receiver to the right, one back in the backfield. And snapped and handed off, goes to the right-hand side, breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, and finally pushed out of bounds short of the 1st down. Again, 4th down territory. They may go for it. Now, they're going to spot it at the Porter 43. So that'll go as a 7-yard run, brings up a 4th and about 3 yards. That's a short 3, long 2. Well, we'll call it an 8-yard run. Call it a 4th and 2. 2:35. He ran out of bounds again, so that stops the clock at 2:35. Trips to the left-hand side, one receiver to the right, 4th down, 4th and 2. They're going to go for it. The quarterback keeper to the right-hand side, and he got it. 1st down. He does stop the clock, though, because he ran out of bounds, but nonetheless, it's a 1st down. We'll see where they place the ball. They're going to place it at the 39, so that goes as a 4-yard run on that quarterback keeper. 1st and 10 for the Mercedes Tigers. 2:29 on the clock. Trips to the left-hand side, one receiver to the right, one back in the backfield. Oh, and it's an offsides on Porter. Unless there was movement on the line, which I didn't see, that's going to go against Porter. Yep, 5-yard penalty, offsides on Porter. So they just gave him a shorter distance. 1st and 5 for the Tigers at the Cowboy 34-yard line. 2:27 and counting. Trips to the left-hand side, one receiver to the right, shotgun formation. Here comes the snap, handed off to the running back, and he's brought down right away, but still got about 2-3 yards. We'll see where they spot it. Okay, ball being placed at the 31. So that goes as a 3-yard run. 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. Actually, 2nd and 2. Trips to the left-hand side. Again, shotgun formation. One receiver to the right. Oh, that's offensive line movement. I saw the line move. It's a false start. They're saying encroachment on the defense. Wow. Automatic 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 26 now. Shotgun formation. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's a handoff going to the right-hand side. Breaks a tackle, breaks 2, and finally brought down after about 3-4 yards. We'll see where they spot it. Ball is going to be placed at the 22, so it'll go as a 4-yard run. Brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Clock is ticking. 1 minute and counting. 31 seconds and counting. Same formation, shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backups in the backfield. Expect to run again. And high snap, there's the run to the right-hand side. And he's pushed out of bounds, so that's going to stop the clock. 31 seconds. They're just shy of the first down, I think. Okay, ball will be placed at the 17-yard line. And that's just shy of the first down. So 3rd and 1 after that 5-yard run. Well, we want to thank you for watching Valley High School football here on KBSD TV and brought to you streamed live audio feed via valleycentral.com. Want to thank the Porter High School Arts, Audio, Video, Technology, and Communication students for providing you the footage for tonight's game. And this game is pretty much down to the last few seconds. The clock is going to run out, 20 seconds and counting. They don't even have to snap the ball. They're just going to let the clock die out. So until next time, I'm Ben Melendez saying good night, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's game.